Hi, it's Coach S. I just wanted to send some updates on now. Looks like I'm going to have to post things on YouTube because my video and audio on my laptop are not working, and the Best Buy Geek Squad is still working on it, but not obviously working great yet. I just wanted to go over a few things for this week, some information, hopefully a little bit of instruction that you can use in your quest to complete this week's activities. This week is kind of going to be the beginning of the end. And what I mean by that is each week we're going to have assignments that are going to build toward like a final activity that you're going to be able to use hopefully over the summer. The first thing, and this is a little bit of a review, if you check on your stream from last week on the Google Classroom, we talked about basal metabolic rate. And again, just to review what that is the amount of calories you can eat in a day, eat and drink, in one day without being active or just being very little bit of activity and still remain the same weight. So hopefully you can understand why that would be important to know. And a really quick, easy way to understand that is if you're a girl, and we're just going to say both for a boy and a girl for the example, both a boy and a girl weigh 200 pounds, and obviously most of you either weigh more or less than that, but just I think that'll make it easier to understand. If you're a girl that weighs 200 pounds, what you do to figure out your basal metabolic rate is you add a zero to the 200, which makes the number 2,000, and then you add your weight once, which is 200. So 200 plus 2,000 is 2,200. And that would be a girl's basal metabolic rate who's a teenager for the most part. And obviously, all of our bodies are a little bit different. But generally speaking, a girl who is 200 pounds, her basal metabolic rate is 2,200 calories, which means a girl who weighs that amount can have that many calories in a day and not expect to gain or lose significant weight in either direction. For a boy, it's a little bit different. A boy who weighs 200 pounds, you add a zero. So now it becomes 2,000, just like a girl. The only difference is instead of adding your weight once, you add it twice. So a boy would go 2,000 plus 200 plus 200. So that would be 2,400. So that's kind of how a boy figures out his basal metabolic rate. And then you adjust it based on your weight, of course. Other things that I want you to really understand. Number one, and this is very important to understand, is that if you, how many calories are in a pound? We're talking about how many calories you can have in a day, but how many calories in a pound? There's 3,500 calories in a pound. So that can help as well as you're understanding kind of nutrition and physical fitness. So now let's get to our assignments for the week. The first assignment, I asked you to figure out your basal metabolic rate, so you would do just exactly what we discussed, but you then obviously use your own weight. So you figure out your basal metabolic rate, and then what you're going to do for one day only is you're going to write down all the foods and beverages you ate and drank in a day. So I don't need to know at 9:07 and 30 seconds you ate breakfast, but you can just put breakfast. So your first thing would be breakfast, and you put everything you ate for breakfast, and the more exact you can be, the better. And then you would do the same for lunch, for dinner, and it's very important you also put in any snacks that you have. Because a lot of people end up thinking that they're under the amount of calories they can have in a day and not gain weight, but then they've had 5 or 6 different snacks and they're just kind of chilling out and they're not even thinking about it and they're grabbing a handful of chips or 10 Reese's peanut butter cups or whatever it may be. So make sure you add that. So then what you're going to do is I use a website, and it's also an app, but you can just look it up on the web, myfitnesspal.com, myfitnesspal.com, or you can even just go on Google, and you can just type in on Google or any search site that you want to use, search engine, how many calories are in a bowl of Cheerios, how many calories are in 2 pieces of French toast, whatever it is that you ate. And you just put the numbers next to what you ate. So you have your journal, you have your one day of all the food you ate. And then right next to them, you just put the number of about, and that's just generally speaking how many calories are in what you ate. And you just add it up. So you add up your whole day and you're going to compare it and just see, am I above my basal metabolic rate? Am I at my basal metabolic rate? Or am I consuming less than my basal metabolic rate? That's all you're doing for assignment one. Understand, if you add up all your calories and you are way above it, or you are way below it, or you are right at it, that's not what I'm concerned about right now. I just want you to get in the habit of looking that up, so you're not going to lose credit if you're way above your basal metabolic rate for how many calories you consume in a day. It's good information for you to know for your life, for your future. Hopefully you can make some other decisions in terms of what we're eating. But for the assignment, I just want to know a real true snapshot of one day of your life and how that is comparing to your basal metabolic rate. So I hope that makes sense. Assignment two is you're going to be doing a workout. And remember, we talked about our workout. And again, if you go on the stream in our workout, we should have a warm up, which should be about 3 to 5 minutes long. I'd say about 5 minutes. You can just jog in place, walk up and down stairs if you have stairs. If you go outside, you can just do like a little jog up and down the street. You can just do jumping jacks. You can do a bunch of things that'll just get your heart moving. So you're going to do that for about 5 minutes. Then you're going to do some plyometrics for about 3 to 5 minutes. Again, lunge and twist, high knees, Frankensteins, butt kickers, so many other things that we've done, karaoke's, shuttles, all those things are plyometrics. After that, if you would like, you can do as a step 3 is a quick stretch that is not mandatory. But again, number 1, you're doing your warm-up. Number 2, plyometrics. Number 3 or 4, depending on how you do it, it's going to be your main activity. And your main activity should be between, I'd say, about 20 to 35 minutes long. Certainly, I would love it if it was longer than that, but I do know that people's times are tight. So you're going to do that activity. And again, we're trying to get in our target heart rate zone, which is 55 to 85% of our maximum heart rate. And our maximum heart rate is 220 minus your age. So if you're 15, your maximum heart rate is 205. So we're trying to get in our target heart rate zone. Remember that quick trick that we talked about last week. How do you know am I in my target heart rate zone? If someone can ask you a question and you can answer it, you're probably in your target heart rate zone. But if you can answer the question with a 25-minute ramble, you're not working hard enough. And if you can't even answer and get more than 1 or 2 words out, you're probably working too hard. So you want to be able to answer a short question, but you shouldn't be able to give a valedictorian speech to the Middletown High School class of 2022. I hope that makes sense. So you're going to do your activity. So you're going to work out. You do your, hopefully about 40 minutes of activity, 45 minutes, if not more. And then when you're completed with that, you're going to then go, again, you can go right on any search engine pretty much in the world. And when you get on your search engine, you're going to just look up your main activity and say, how many calories do you burn if you go on a 30-minute walk? And almost any Google site, Yahoo site, any of those sites will be able to tell you within 30 seconds how many calories you burn, and you're going to put how many calories you burned with that activity. Because what we're going to do is those are your 2 assignments for the week. Our goal is by the end of the school year, which is June 15th, and I think our last assignment will be due June 10th, is we're going to create a good workout plan for the summer and some good nutrition plans for the summer that hopefully you can use. And hopefully, quite honestly, they would be great if you can get your family involved too, friends, whoever it is, just to kind of have a kind of a outline of what a good nutrition plan and a good workout plan would be for you for the summer. So you can, maybe your goal over the summer is going to be to gain a few pounds in a healthy way. Maybe your goal is to lose a few pounds. Maybe your goal is to stay the exact same weight. But this will just be another tool that you can use to help you, not just in this class, but more importantly in life. So hopefully that helps. Any questions, let me know. And I am here to help you, and I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Bye.